published 0622 EDT, 13 October 2017 updated 0650 EDT, 13 October 2017 Martin Mad Dog Allen returns with his latest column for Sportsmail. He discusses England's latest performances, the dramatic World Cup playoff battle between Wales and the Republic of Ireland, non-league day and more. Boring England. I loved those days as a young lad growing up when England were playing. Nobody ever missed it. The curtains would be pulled in the front room, lights off, sweets on the table, you'd be on the edge of your seat and would jump off the sofa every time England scored. Harry Kane scored from the penalty spot to give England a 10 win over Lithuania last Sunday. You were hoping and praying for a victory as virtually the whole national came together for a game you simply did not want to miss, be it a friendly, European qualifier or the World Cup. With the TV viewing figures down by 1 million for England's recent qualifier with Lithuania, it's clear the mentality of the English football supporter has changed from supporting the national team with passion to a cold and careless attitude. It seems the players also feel their main commitment is to their club teams who pay them vast sums of money, and that England sadly now comes second. It is reflected on the pitch. England were well supported in Vilnius, but TV viewers were less interested in the last qualifier Irish and Welsh show. What passion means. It was fascinating to watch Republic of Ireland take on Wales for a place in the World Cup playoffs. Chris Coleman's Wales team were set up to play good football through midfield, to dominate possession and work their way patiently behind Ireland's back four. But Ireland sat back, let them have the ball, blocked off the spaces between midfield players and defenders, tackled with tenacity, and put their bodies on the line when it mattered. Ireland's only 2 efforts in the first half came from a long throw on the right and a long throw from the left. And it was 2 more efforts on goal than the Welsh had in the same space of time. James McLean celebrates, after scoring the Republic of Ireland's winner against Wales. The second half saw long free kicks into the penalty box, bypassing all midfield play, and they kept their shape, stayed solid, scored on the counter-attack. They weathered the inevitable red storm with every player in that team doing his job. It certainly was not spectacular. It certainly was not take-a-talk of football, but it was effective and relied on teamwork rather than individual brilliance. Shining the Premier League last Saturday was National Non-League Day. For me, there is very little difference between League Two and the National League. The stadiums have improved, the pitches have improved, the quality of play and the coaches and styles have evolved over the years. It will be no surprise, as more football supporters can't afford tickets for the Premier League and get bored rigid watching tipped backwards and sideways passing, that fans turn away from the top flight. The popularity of non-league football is growing in this country as the Premier League grows all over the world. Hitting the panic button in the lower levels of the Football League. More and more managers are getting sacked after less than 10 games as owners and chairmen press the panic button when they realize the summer signings and the team that has been put together is not good enough. More often than not, tight budgets mean managers don't get the players they want, and they end up with second, third or fourth choice on their list to suit the expenditure column. These are not players bought for fees, these are the free transfers in the summer. Good managers often lose their jobs because they do not have the money to recruit decent players. Why do they always get the blame? Testing club legends. It will be interesting to see how the bottom 2 clubs in League Two progress now they have each appointed former playing legends from within their ranks. Jack Lester at Chesterfield and Neil Aspin at Port Vale. Jack was a prolific goalscorer in his day and has grafted as a coach at Nottingham Forest with their youth team and under-23s. Former defender Neil has done his apprenticeship in the National League with Halifax and Gateshead, with his teams always remaining competitive and difficult to play against. Both men face huge challenges to turn their beloved clubs around and escape the relegation trapdoor come the end of the season. Chesterfield manager Jack Lester looks on prior to the game against Lincoln last Saturday